Hello and welcome to the OMFL Atlanta Falcons review. I'm your host, Mike Fleury, and this is the Week 11 episode against the Seattle Seahawks. I forgot to do a pregame, so I'm going to kind of touch on it, but mostly skip. Basically, we need to win 5 of our last 7 games to make the playoffs. This was a pretty big game in that. I thought I had a pretty good chance. I like the way my team feels most of the time. My defense has been playing well. My offense kind of hit or miss, but I was feeling pretty good coming off the Tampa Bay game. Unfortunately, did not win. There will probably be a highlight video. I'm kind of behind on a lot of things, so I'm not 100% certain if I'll have it ready in time for posting this, but we took a lead. We had a lead for quite a bit of the game, playing really good defense. And then things got a little weird. Started feeling some of that all Madden, all pro, chuck the ball up and receivers play it better than the DBs kind of stuff. And one big play touchdown was completely on me. I was using the safety. I just didn't put enough depth into a cover 2, and I just couldn't quite get over to make a play. But what really decided the game, we were up 13, feeling pretty good. Gets a big play touchdown. I don't think it was that play. I think it was a different play where it might have been that play, but I'm pretty sure it was a different play where the corner just kind of didn't play the ball very well. I got the ball traveling downfield, couldn't make anything happen. I believe I punt. He's got the ball, gets a third down, which was unfortunate. Then throws an interception on the next play with about 2.5 minutes left. Lattimore intercepts the ball. He had 2 in this game. I had 3 overall, and I felt like the game was pretty good. We were on about the 35-yard line, under 2 minutes left. Third down and about 5, and I didn't think I could run for the first because he was blitzing pretty heavily, which of course he was. It was, this was a time where I was trying to run clock out. I called a play that I usually am fairly comfortable with, but the blitz got there really fast, caused a sack fumble, which he returned for a touchdown, takes a 1-point lead. And I just kind of unraveled from there. There's only like a minute and a half left. Just couldn't get anything. And I'd had problems throughout most of the game getting a lot of offense going. My run game was pretty good. My pass game was okay. I'd gotten a couple big plays. I'd gotten a couple of things that I'd built up and some underneath plays. I got a deep ball to Pitts, sort of by accident. He wasn't my number one read on the play, but I think his safety came down, and I think it was like a cover 1 or like a cover 0 situation. And, I'd been playing pretty good, but I let this one go. This is entirely on me, just like the Houston game. Um, a little sucky that the way all pro sometimes just the defense just like lets things happen. Um, but what cost me the game was that last drive. I didn't think I was in field goal range. It's 35-yard line plus 5 yards for the hold plus 10 yards for the end zone. Talking about a 50-yard kick. I didn't think I'd make that. I wasn't really looking to punt, and if I get a first down, that's it. He called, I think, a cover zero blitz or cover one blitz or something, and the blitz got there, and kudos to him. It just it sucks. I probably should have called a different play. I really like the play. It's kind of like it's a mix between like a wide receiver rub, where he kind of runs diagonally with the line or horizontally with the line, I should say, but gets a little bit of depth. And if you can hit him, he get on the run, you get tons of space. He was in a good defense for it. The receiver unfortunately didn't get the separation. So I don't know what would have happened if I'd have been able to get the pass off, but I didn't. Sack fumble that, I mean, it effectively ends my season. I'm 5-6. Carolina's 6-4. I'm on bye. If he goes 7-4, that's a 2-game lead. I need to win. I need to beat Tampa, both New Orleans games, and New Orleans and I have the same record now. Then I got to beat 2 of the Commanders, Titans, and Colts. Trey's a good player. Titans are having kind of a rough year, but he's always deadly. Colts are having a good season. Like Nate can always pick up a win. So, my season's basically done here, and it sucks because the Houston game and this game were games I should have won. And that puts me at like 7-4, and that's a completely different season. But I let some games get away, and unfortunately, I don't think my team's going to be better next year. I'm going to lose Lattimore. He's going to regress. He's going to be gone. So now my corners are going to go down. My offensive line's probably not going to be quite as good. I'm losing a couple pieces off the offensive line. I'm going to have to replace. I'm only going to have about $30 million in cap available. Yeah, so this was really my big opportunity. I just haven't felt as good this season. And I think part of it is just the all-pro of it all. It just doesn't play right. But I've been in games that I should have won and I didn't, and that's on me. So this is probably my best chance to really make a surge for the division, for a playoff seeding, for, a kind of run in the NFC after having 2 very successful years in the AFC. But I don't know. This is why I don't like switching teams mid-cycle. This team's probably the best I was going to build it, but it's still not exactly where I need it to be. The safeties aren't ready, aren't really that good. The linebackers are fine, but the defensive line isn't ready. I'm still trying to build them up. The offensive line isn't ready. It's just, because it wasn't my team for 2 years, that's just, we've talked about this in the past. It's just, it messes with the team building of it all. You have to kind of change it all on the fly, and it can sometimes work well. I built a pretty good team. It's just, they're not 100% what I need. And when I go for things, I just don't have it. Like my run game isn't where I need it to be my offense. And just stuff like that. It's unfortunate. Looks like we're going to fall short this season. I've kept all my draft picks, but I don't think it's going to matter. We got 1 season left, and then Gaffney, probably Hampton, my corner, and 1 other player are coming with me to Madden 26 if I even still play. But, it just missed opportunity, and it's unfortunate because I think this kind of ends the season for me. I'll need to go on a hell of a run, and I don't have the confidence in my team to do it against the non-COD division rivals or non-division games. I can probably win the games in my division now, but like, you never know. Nate can just have one of those games, and then the other 3 games against the non-division guys, they're going to be so tough. So kind of feels like the season's over. Sucks, but I don't know. We'll finish out the cycle and see what happens. That's about it. Gonna end this episode here for the OMFL Atlanta Falcons review. I'm Mike Fleury, and as always, I'll try to do better next time.